Top reasons to visit the Azores, the magical Portuguese islands.
Sete Cidades Lake. So Sete Cidades Lake is actually situated in an ancient dormant volcano. Okay, so it really looks like there are these two lakes in the volcano. One of them is green and one of them is blue. But actually they're just one lake divided by a bridge, and the sunlight reflects differently on the opposite sides, hence why one part is blue and one part is green. This kind of beauty was one of the main reasons we wanted to come to the Azores, and it really didn't disappoint. Okay, we've got some top weasel tips for you. So the first one is that you have to spend a day there. There is literally so much to do. You can hike all the way around the bottom of the lake. Alternatively, you can walk all the way around the top of the volcano. You can also walk right underneath the volcano, and that sounds really cool, right? But it was just horrible. Like, it took 20 minutes and it was pitch black. You know, if you've seen films like Creep or Descent, then you're not going to want to do it. Do make sure you go to Sete Cidades on a sunny day.
The haunted hotel, Monte Palace. Ooh. Okay, so the haunted hotel was a hotel that was built in the 80s by French investors, and it's gone terribly wrong. It was a bad investment. Nobody showed up. It was a terrible location for tourists to get to, so they basically shut down. Now, for quite a long time, they had a lot of guard dogs and guards to guard the place. That eventually just stopped, and people basically took whatever they wanted. And the result can be seen in the footage right now, which is that the whole place is quite scary. For the best views of the Sete Cidades Lake, you have to go to the roof of the hotel, which is quite easy to get to. You can take the stairs and don't take the lift because there isn't one. So the hotel's been taken over by nature, graffiti, and extremely annoying tourists.
The landscape. Be sure to check out the inland. There are lots of mountains and hills dotted across the island, and most of them are in kind of weird, pointy boob shapes. Can I say boob on YouTube? Boob shapes. We actually walked one day from Ponta da Galda to Capellas, i.e. from the south coast to the north coast. I wouldn't recommend doing this because it took 3 hours. I was glad that we achieved that, but it was 3 hours. Anyway, it was really beautiful. It was really green. There are loads of cows everywhere. They're really cute, and it's just really green. It's just so green. Green!
The sea life. So one of the coolest things about the Azores is that it's situated in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, which means that you're basically guaranteed to see amazing sea life all year round. We went on a boat ride with an amazing company and saw amazing sea life. We saw dolphins, jellyfish, and whales.
What was the whale called?
Shishu. Sihu.
Say whale.
We would definitely recommend that you do go on a tour. Make sure to go with Picos de Aventuras, because if you do go and you don't get to see any sea life for whatever reason, they'll take you again the next day free of charge.
Lagoa das Furnas. I'm sorry for my Portuguese. This volcano is actually still active, although its last eruption was in 1630. Because of the activeness of the volcano, there are plenty of geysers, which are hot springs, where like the water sort of comes out. And hence there's a lot of steam. Steamy. Wow. It's literally so hot that they boil eggs there. Now, we didn't actually have any eggs. Instead, we went for cozido, which is kind of a meaty, vegetable-y thing that they just cook in the ground. And they put them all in this sack, and then they bury the sack in the earth and leave it for 4 hours, and the hot water, it makes it into this kind of mushy meal. This whole thing is cooked right next to the lake, which is really beautiful. We mountain biked all the way around the edge of the lake. Tambay decided to wow us all with his amazing, out-of-this-world mountain bike stunts. Okay, here are our top weasel tips for visiting Furnas. Do go kayaking and mountain biking. Do have the cozido that was cooked in the ground, unless you're a vegetarian. Although I think they do a vegetarian option. We can now say we ate something cooked from a volcano. Like, personally, I think that's cool. And if you do too, you should have a cozido.
Caldera Vela. Okay, these are basically hot springs that are heated by the volcano. When we visited, the entrance price was only €2 and there are 3 amazing hot springs. The first hot spring we went into had an amazing waterfall, which you should definitely check out. The water isn't as hot as you'd like it to be, but if you go on a sunny day, that is totally fine. Now, the second hot spring is a lot warmer than the first one, so you should definitely check it out. The third hot spring is way too hot to go into, but what you can do is stand close to it and dry.
What time is it, Tambe?
It's the end of the video!
Thank you so much for watching our video about the Azores. Watch our last video if you haven't seen it yet. The link is like here, maybe?
And what's your subscribe, Ryan?
If you're feeling these vibes, hit subscribe. Don't get on that bike, give us a like. Comment below, you ho.